Ever pondered over what the Avatar, The Last Airbender movie is really about? Well, you are not alone. This cinematic piece has intrigued viewers worldwide and left a lasting impression on pop culture. The movie, based on the animated series of the same name, is an incredible blend of fantasy, adventure, and deep-rooted philosophy. It's a whirlwind journey that takes us through a world divided into 4 nations, each associated with a fundamental element: earth, water, fire, and air. The protagonist, Aang, is the Avatar, the only being capable of mastering all 4 elements and maintaining balance in the world. The movie is packed with epic battles, emotional turmoil, and a quest for peace. It explores themes of duty, destiny, and the courage to stand up against injustice. So if you're a fan of compelling narratives and fantastical worlds, Avatar, The Last Airbender is a must-see. Stay tuned as we delve into the events that shape this fascinating tale. In any story, characters breathe life into the plot. So who are the key players in this tale? First up, we have Aang, the last of his kind, the Avatar. He's the bridge between the mortal world and the spirit world. With his ability to master all 4 elements, earth, water, fire, and air, Aang is the world's great hope. But he's just a kid, you know? He's got this playful and free-spirited personality, and yet carries the weight of the world on his little shoulders. His journey is about more than just fighting evil. It's about finding balance, within and without. Next, we meet Katara, a waterbender from the Southern Water Tribe. She's kind-hearted, nurturing, and fiercely protective of those she loves. Katara is a beacon of hope, not just for her tribe, but for the whole world. She's got this motherly instinct, always ready to lend a hand or a comforting word. But don't mistake her kindness for weakness. When push comes to shove, Katara stands her ground, proving that compassion can be as powerful as any weapon. Then there's Sokka, Katara's older brother. He's a non-bender, but that doesn't stop him from being a crucial part of the team. Sokka is the planner, the strategist, the guy who keeps them grounded. He's got a sharp wit and a sharper boomerang. Sure, he can be a bit of a goofball, but when it counts, Sokka is as brave and loyal as they come. His journey shows that you don't need superpowers to be a hero. And let's not forget the villains like Prince Zuko, who's got his own complex story to tell. But that's a tale for another time. These characters, with their strengths and flaws, their hopes and fears, are the heart of Avatar, The Last Airbender. They bring to life a world of magic and mystery, of conflict and courage, of love and loss. These characters set the stage for an epic adventure. Now, let's see how the story unfolds. Every great tale begins with a journey. So where does our trio's adventure start? In the heart of the South Pole, amid the icy peaks and frosty tundra, siblings Katara and Sokka stumble upon a peculiar sight, a giant iceberg. Little do they know, this is no ordinary chunk of ice. Sealed within it, they find a young boy and his flying bison, frozen in time. This is Aang, and he is about to turn their world upside down. Katara, with her burgeoning waterbending skills, manages to free Aang from his icy prison. The moment he emerges, it's clear he's no ordinary boy. He's full of life, laughter, and a peculiar air of innocence, a stark contrast to the harsh, war-torn world they inhabit. But it's not just Aang's cheerful demeanor that sets him apart, it's his ability to bend air, a skill thought to be lost to the world. The siblings quickly learn that Aang is an air nomad, a member of a civilization believed to have been wiped out a century ago, but the shock doesn't stop there. Aang is not just an airbender, he's the Avatar, the master of all 4 elements: air, water, earth, and fire. He's the world's last hope to restore balance and end the Fire Nation's reign of terror. But Aang has been absent for 100 years, frozen in the iceberg, while the world has been ravaged by war. He's a child thrown into a world of chaos, burdened with the immense task of saving it. It's a lot for a 12-year-old to bear. Together with Katara, a waterbender in training, and Sokka, the pragmatic warrior, Aang embarks on a journey across the 4 nations. Their mission is to help Aang master the elements, confront the Fire Lord, and end the war. In this tale of adventure, friendship, and courage, our trio is about to face challenges that will test their strength, unity, and determination. They'll encounter friends and foes, experience triumphs and setbacks, and learn what it truly means to be a hero. And so the adventure begins. But what challenges lie ahead? An adventure is incomplete without conflicts. What obstacles do our heroes face? At the heart of Avatar, The Last Airbender, We find a world in the throes of a century-long war, a world that desperately yearns for balance. The Fire Nation, driven by a desire for control and power, has waged a relentless war against the other three nations: water, earth, and air. This conflict forms the bedrock of our heroes' journey, a hurdle they must overcome to restore harmony to their world. But the war is not their only obstacle. The protagonist, Aang, the last Airbender and the newly discovered Avatar, grapples with his own internal strife. He is burdened with the weight of an entire world on his young shoulders. Aang must master all four elements: air, water, earth, and fire, to defeat the Fire Lord and end the war. But this is no easy feat, especially when you're a 12-year-old boy who would rather play games and make friends. Further complicating matters, Aang must also come to terms with his identity as the Avatar, the world's sole spiritual and physical peacekeeper. This is a role he never asked for, a role that requires sacrifice and hard decisions, a role that took him away from his carefree life and thrust him into a world of turmoil and danger. Aang's struggle with accepting his destiny and his fear of failing those who depend on him forms a significant part of the narrative. Then there's Prince Zuko, the banished prince of the Fire Nation, on a relentless quest to capture the Avatar and regain his honor. His path often crosses with Aang's, adding another layer of conflict to our story. Zuko's journey is a stark reminder that not all battles are fought on the battlefield, some are fought within oneself. Facing these challenges, our heroes push forward, but how does their journey end? Every story seeks resolution. So, how does our trio's adventure conclude? Well, in the grand scheme of Avatar, The Last Airbender, the resolution comes with the acceptance of responsibility, the triumph of good over evil, and the restoration of balance to the world. Let's delve into it. The climax of the story centers on Aang, our young and reluctant hero. Despite the fears and doubts that have haunted him throughout his journey, he finally steps into his destiny. He embraces his role as the Avatar, the world's only hope to restore balance and peace. Accepting this responsibility doesn't come easy, but it's the turning point that defines Aang and sets the stage for the resolution. The defeat of the Fire Nation, the antagonist of our tale, is no small feat. It's a hard-fought battle, a culmination of all the lessons learned, friendships formed, and trials overcome. The Fire Nation, once a formidable and seemingly unstoppable force, crumbles under the combined might of Aang and his friends. Their victory is not just a military one, it's a victory of ideals, of choosing peace over power, unity over division. In the end, Aang's victory isn't about conquering or destroying his enemies. Instead, it's about restoring balance, healing divisions, and creating a world where all four nations can live together in harmony. Each element, each nation has its role, and the Avatar's duty is to maintain that delicate balance. The resolution of Avatar. The Last Airbender is a testament to the power of friendship, the courage to face one's destiny, and the ability to choose love over fear. It shows us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can triumph. It's a tale of redemption, growth, and the unyielding belief that a better world is possible. And so, the tale concludes, leaving us with lessons and a world forever changed. We've journeyed through an epic tale, but what does it all mean? At its core, Avatar, The Last Airbender, is more than just a movie. It is a voyage into a world of fantasy, loaded with characters that are complex, engaging, and deeply human, despite their extraordinary abilities. We've witnessed their struggles, their triumphs, and the conflicts they've faced. The plot deftly weaves together elements of adventure, friendship, courage, and the enduring battle between good and evil. The resolution of these conflicts, as we've seen, is not just about winning battles. It's about understanding, acceptance, and the power of unity. It's a reminder that every person has the potential to bring about change, no matter how insurmountable the odds may seem. This movie serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the unyielding belief in a better future. And that, dear viewers, is the essence of Avatar, The Last Airbender. Until next time, may your adventures be just as epic.